Viewers, welcome back to the Personal Injury Law Show. Before the break, we were talking about underinsurance. Now, Holly, genetic testing, is it necessary? Is it relevant? Do you have to subject yourself to it?
Life insurers cannot and will not ask you to undergo a genetic test if you are not planning to or waiting to receive the results. You will not be asked to undergo a genetic test for the purposes of underwriting your insurance.
Well, they've actually signed off to say they're not going to force you to undergo a genetic test.
Yeah, it's a standard of the Financial Services Council, which is the industry body representing insurers, that life insurers, members of the FSC, will not ask applicants to undergo genetic testing for their insurance.
Sarah, what it means, and this is highly relevant for the viewers, if you're privy to some information that might affect an insurer's attitude towards you, you've got to disclose it.
That's right, Tony. As we previously stated, if you've got a pre-existing condition or you've had a test done and then you're aware of the results and you're aware that you've got something that may not go or may be seen to lower your insurance coverage, you do have a duty to disclose that to the insurer.
But if the test isn't done, you're not forced to have it done.
That's right.
Okay. Now, under Insurance Contracts Act, viewers, you've got to sign consent authorities. The insurance company is entitled to get your records. So don't think that you can not sign and say you're not getting permission. The contract actually says they've got the right to do that. Now, Holly, tell us a bit more about LifeWise. What do you do?
Sure. LifeWise is a consumer awareness campaign. We want to provide information, tools so that people can find out how much is enough insurance. What do I have? We have a LifeWise website, lifewise.org.au, where we have a calculator that you can put in the insurance that you have. You can put in your income, your debts, your dependents, and it will tell you what you have versus what you need, and you can start to understand what is the right level of cover for your family and for your situation.
Now, just on that, Sarah, what should the viewers do? They're confused. They've been listening to us talking, right? They're not sure if they've got TPD cover. Most of them know that they don't have income protection, right? What should they do?
The first thing I would do is check whether it be with a specific financial advisor or with your superannuation fund to see what level of cover you do currently have. I'm guessing that most of the viewers would find that they're underinsured either by way of what their income is and also what their assets are worth. And then go and seek assistance. Go see your financial advisor, ring the fund and see what you need to do to actually lift that level of cover. Go to the LifeWise website and use the calculator to find out what level of cover you do need.
And also, viewers, in this day and age, the amount of money in superannuation funds, for example, is into the billions and billions of dollars. So you want to be part of that pool, I guess. Holly, what would be the things that you'd be telling viewers to watch out for? What should they do? I mean, they insure their house, they insure their cars.
Yep. I would say find out how much cover you do have and don't assume that you don't need it because you don't have a mortgage or you don't have children. You want to protect your income. You're working so hard to build a lifestyle, to do the things you love to do, and you don't want it to be all taken away because you didn't take some simple steps when you were healthy and fit to put cover in place.
If in doubt and you don't know what to do and they can't follow your advice on LifeWise website,
yep.
Should they ring up a financial planner or advisor, Sarah?
I would think so, Tony. They would be in the best position to advise of what cover they'd need, given their assets, their current family situation, their outgoings versus ingoings. They're the best person to speak to.
There's also a perception out there, guys, that you pay these premiums for these policies, and when something happens to you, the insurers don't pay out. Is that a perception out there?
That is a perception, but insurers do pay claims. All genuine claims are paid by life insurers.
You threw the word genuine in there, Holly. What does it mean? Why would you use the word genuine?
If it's not a genuine claim, if you're not being honest in your claim form, or if you've not disclosed a pre-existing condition, as we've talked about, then your claim won't be paid. But if your claim is genuine, life insurers pay claims.
Sarah, you've come across a lot of clients that are honest but naive, and they fail to disclose a lot of things. Is that a fact?
It is, Tony. Unfortunately, a lot of the questions in the questionnaires that are sent out to people when they do try and take out life insurance or total and permanent disability insurance, it may be just a simple question, have you had a previous back injury? And they usually will look at that and say, well, no, I've never had an injury. But the question's such a broad question that it also takes into any condition or reported complaint. So if you've been to your doctor and complained about a sore back, and I mean, how many of us have had a sore back, but haven't disclosed that? In some instances, the insurers have then said, well, you haven't disclosed that, we're not going to honour the policy.
Assuming you've got the policy, you suffer an injury or a condition and you can't work and the insurer doesn't want to pay, what can they do, Sarah?
The first thing I would do is go and seek some legal advice, someone that can read the policy and figure out why they're not paying out, whether it be because you don't satisfy a specific condition of the policy or whether it's because you're not at that stage yet where they can actually make a determination. So maybe it's too early in the piece for them to make a determination.
Do you have people that contact you with those sorts of problems, Holly, or is yours mainly trying to get them on insurance?
We're all about making people aware of insurance and aware of the risks that they face, but we do get calls from people from time to time trying to understand how it works, and that's what the LifeWise website is all about. Go there, there's information there that won't sell you anything, that won't tell you what to do, but will hopefully help you understand what's out there, understand how it all works, so you feel informed to make the right decisions that are the best interest of your situation.
Your situation and your family.
And your family.
In my career in the law, I've come across a lot of clients that have said to me, I said, what happens if you die? They go, oh, well, the wife and the children will get my life policy. But I said, it's not worth much. And it's like they don't care. Have you seen that?
I think a lot of people don't consider that they may not be around to provide for their families, and therefore they don't take out the necessary cover for that instance. They think, oh, I've got coverage if I get injured, I've got coverage for income protection if I can't work for a certain amount of time, but what happens if I can't provide for my family? And that's one of the big crucial issues that I think people don't look at when they're looking at insurance.
And also, Holly, if something happens to them where they do die, in a lot of instances they can't even afford the funeral.
They can't afford the funeral, and what happens to the people that they've left behind? Do they have to change schools? What will that mean for their future?
That's right. I mean, maybe their future just falls away. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Holly?
We just say jump on the LifeWise website and find out for yourself what you have and educate yourself so that you know exactly what is happening in your financial situation. It's easy, it's sensible, and it's something that you really must do.
And if you don't want to jump on the website, get on the phone and ring up Holly personally. I'm sure she'll take your calls.
I'll be happy to take
Sarah,
calls.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Once you've been on the website, if you still have any queries or concerns, go and speak to your financial advisor.
Holly, thank you for coming down from Sydney for the show. I really appreciate it. Sarah, thanks for coming on board.
Thanks for having me, Tony.
And if there's these people out there that have got injuries, what should they do, Holly?
Jump on the LifeWise website and inform themselves.
And ring a lawyer.
Or call a lawyer.
And viewers, thanks for watching the show and stay tuned for next week.